Alright guys, so now we're moving on to Addy, starting with her name, Addy Walker. I really like Addy Walker, although I will say I used to hate her first name. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we had a cousin named Abby and it was just weird. I don't know.
I do like this though. It's not a name you hear very often, and I mean, I like it. I give her name like a 7.5. Next is Addy's appearance. So Addy, of course, has the Addy face mold, and she was the first doll to have this, given the name.
And yeah, she has super long hair once it's out of her updo. And overall, I just really adore her appearance. I think she is just a beautiful doll.
And I just believe that Addy is like an incredibly photogenic doll, and some perfect examples of this are Agjitters photos of her doll Adelaide, as you guys can see here. She is amazing. You guys should go check out her channel on Instagram. We'll put the link in the description.
It's super pretty with her hair up or down. So overall, I'd give her appearance like a 9.
I think a 9.
Yeah.
Next is Addy's collection, starting with her meat outfit.
Her meat outfit is actually super cute. I don't know. I just really like her Pleasant Company meat outfit. I really think it's sweet and pretty stinking darling.
I think that she looks really good in pink too.
Yeah.
Definitely one of her best colors. That and blue.
And red and yellow and orange and green and brown and gray and black and purple and periwinkle and crimson.
You forgot chartreuse.
And, of course, chartreuse. Actually, no one looks good in chartreuse.
Next is Addy's meat accessories, and these are super cute. I absolutely love the little bonnet hat thingy. I think that it is too cute. So moving on to the rest of Addy's collection, starting with her school collection. The first outfit is her school suit and blouse for $22.
$22 is a really good price, and her collection is so... We're not gonna... This is so stinking cute.
This is adorable. It definitely looks like something you'd wear to school back in her day.
Like, you heard me gush about Felicity's time period. Well, I don't want to gush about this because there's slavery. I really like this moment in fashion.
Not so much the other stuff.
Yeah.
Next is Addy's double desk for $70.
So yeah, once again, I just like all the desks. Let's remember all the desks that came before.
Okay, and yeah, $70 is, I guess, reasonable. I feel like that's cheaper than some of the other ones. Next is Addy's tin pail lunch for $20.
The cookies spell love. Pretty neat.
That's pretty cool. Next is Addy's satchel and supplies for $18.
18 bucks is cheap.
Next is Addy's holiday collection, starting with her Vlad
the Impaler dress.
Okay. Let me say that again, guys. Tartan plaid dress for $28.
Oh my lordy almighty, that is so stinking darling.
This is one of...
She made me eat.
Definitely one of the cutest historical
holiday
dresses. Okay, I love it. Now is her Ida Bean doll, and this is $18, named after Ida B. Wells' beans because she has beans in her, like, she's a doll that has beans.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned before that I don't like how they choose to get the doll separately, but I do really like the idea of getting your doll a doll.
I think they should be, like, included with their holiday dress.
Yeah, and I like that it's referencing something like a person in history. That's pretty stinking neat.
Next is her needlework kit and lamp for $18.
Kit? Wait, there's a special deal that kit's only $18? I love needlework. I'm a needlework expert. Let's insert some picture of all my needleworking.
No, we're not going to. Next is Addy's sweet potato pudding kit for $16. And this included a recipe to make your own sweet potato pudding, just like Addy. This is gross, but if you like sweet potatoes...
I can't even eat normal mashed potatoes. What makes American Girl think that I would want some sweet potato pudding?
But yeah, if you love your sweet potatoes, this is the set for you. You and Addy can make the sweet potato pudding together. Family bonding. Next is Addy's birthday collection, starting with her birthday pinafore and snood for $28.
Darling! Absolutely darling!
This is super cute. I love this, and yeah, it looks super cute on Addy.
Precious.
Next is her Songbird and Sweets for $18.
This is so cute. I've always dreamed about having a pet parrot, but I'm not gonna make this about me. But like, how cool would it be to have a pet parrot and like you're both like 50 years old together? You're sitting on the back porch.
I don't think.
And you say, "How do you do?" And he goes, "How are you?"
I don't think pet parrots live to be 50.
They do.
Well,
Look it up right now.
Okay, we will.
Wait, give me the phone.
How long do pet parrots live? Hey Siri, how long do parrots live?
The lifespan of the order containing species commonly called parrots and parakeets is 4.7 to 100
Ha!
years.
How is it 4 to
Because
100?
parakeets don't live long.
Okay, well, she has me this time.
So we're both gonna die together. And that's sweet.
Sweet death of the parrot and the Kylie.
I live for the macaws, macaws, macaws. Live for the caw.
Next is her Lazy Susan table and chairs for $90, and this could spin.
I could go into Craigslist right at this very moment and show you a table and chairs for $90 for a human.
This is overpriced.
Over it.
Okay, next is her Ironstone compote set for,
Compote.
it's compote, I think, for $54.
I could go into Craigslist right now and find an ironstone compote set for $50.
I don't think they make those anymore. I think you have to get those from an antique store.
I could.
Well,
$50,
anyway,
give me the money.
this
Give
is-
me the money.
Yeah.
I'll show you the Addy.
Next,
What?
once again, this is an overpriced set of dishes. So, next is Addy's Party Treats for $26.
Aw, she gets pie.
I don't know what kind of pie it is. If it's,
This is kind of cute.
I don't know if it's
Like,
cherry pie. Her thing says, "My heart is
God's.
glad my country is free."
Well,
That's cool.
Sweet. That's nice.
Okay, next is Addy's ice cream freezer, and this was $22, and it could actually make ice cream, and there's instructions included. Like,
That's incredible.
you could like churn, like, I don't know if it's churning, that's butter, but you can like make ice. It's like an ice cream machine. You can make ice cream in your doll's ice cream freezer. That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like 10 out of 10 stars. Best product ever. Like, congrats, Addy. You hold treasure.
Can treasure hold me
Be close. Can treasure comb my hair? Does treasure laugh at all my jokes? Does treasure real? Next is Addy's ice cream set. And this was $68, and it was a combined thing of her ice cream freezer and then her party treats.
Wait, let's do some math here. Ice cream freezer, $22.
They took out some stuff from the party treats.
Party treats was how much?
$26.
$68? No!
I don't
That's
understand.
not how you do math.
I think that's just what happened later down the road. They sold them
No.
together. I don't know. Something happened there.
Stupid. American Girl, go sit in the naughty corner.
Next is Addy's summer collection, and this starts with Addy's summer dress and straw hat for $28.
She looks like Mary Poppins.
Not really.
Pop of the morning to you.
Next is Addy's lace-up boots for $14. These are super cute.
Yep.
Next is Addy's gardening supplies for $22. She growing some carrots.
I love carrots, especially baby carrot.
I like the watering can and the peppers. Are there peppers? Is that what those are? That's a tomato, I think. Next is Addy's church fair fun for $22, and this is a puppet show.
And I think this is really cool because if Addy did a lot of practicing, she could become a Muppet puppeteer before the Muppets were a thing, therefore making Addy a millionaire.
And I don't know if we mentioned this, but this is $22.
Which, for Addy's, I mean, you gotta make money. I mean, you gotta spend money to make money. So, by spending $22 and training your Addy to be a puppeteer, that is making you millions of dollars because she will become the first Muppet maker. Makes me more as like a
Gonzo.
gonzo. Addy's a gonzo.
Next is Addy's winter collection, starting with Addy's winter coat. for $24.
I don't like how they do the coats all expensive like, but it is a cute coat and it's camouflage. So you can hide from the ninjas, but the ninjas can also hide from you. The ultimate game of hide and seek.
Next is her derby mittens and knee warmers for $18. What's a knee warmer?
I don't know, but my knees always get cold. Hashtag bring back knee warmers, American Girl.
Oh my god. Okay, it's Addy's Winter Fun.
What?
And it's $18. And it's got the Mancala, like you play on Club Penguin. Yeah.
Oh my god, I have so many memories pretending to know how to play this game on Club Penguin, and I knew nothing.
I always won though, so I think I did something right.
I don't know if I played it right, but I would stay in that little library forever.
I love Mancala, if that's how you pronounce it. Mancala. Then there's Addy's band box for $16.
I love boxes.
But I don't like $16 boxes. Then we have Addy's cutter sled for $35.
I like the name because that suggests that, it's like a weapon.
Like,
and
pew!
she's gonna need that when she's fighting the ninjas.
Next is Addy's undies. Oh my god.
Oh my god, they're undies.
And these are $16.
I still love that they call them undies. It's just hilarious to me. And yeah, those are some good old-fashioned, really, just some old-fashioned undies. Like.
Next is Addy's Bedtime Collection, starting with Addy's nightgown for $24.
Hashtag team nightgown.
Next is Addy's heart warmer and slippers for $15.
Oh, gotta keep that heart warm.
What the heck is a heart warmer?
It's like a shawl, y'all.
The heart. It's funny that it's called like a heart warmer because it's heartwarming. Next is Addy's rope bed for $48, and this was made out of ropes just strung across the post. So under that is just rope.
This is accurate,
but kind of
messed up.
Kind of sad. Next is Addy's family album quilt for $20, and this was like inspired by like a real.
Yeah, no, this is a real thing.
And the rope bed and family album quilt were combined as Addy's bed and bedding for $70 later down the road. Yeah.
Which I feel like is reasonable.
She should have both.
Yeah.
Next is Addy's nighttime necessities for $18.
I love that.
Next is Addy's wash stand for $30.
You can't have necessities. The biggest necessity is the wash stand. It reminds me of what my mama used to make. My mama used to make me sit there with a basin of water and dunk my face into a bowl every night for like 20 years. That's when I finally ran away, and then I said, Mom, I'm using a sink. And she said, no, Kylie, get back to the basin. And I miss it. You don't realize how much you love something until you lose something.
I don't know what any of that meant. But now is Addy's trunk for $159.
Yahtzee! That's a lot of money! Of that one trunk that we own that's doll size, that we picked up from Goodwill for literally like $1.50.
Next is Addy's limited edition outfits, and this is Addy's stilting outfit.
Wow!
For $28. She has stilts.
Wait, she's not Gonzo. She's Big Bird.
Oh my god, she's Big Bird and Gonzo. She's Big Gonzo.
She's a Muppet and she's on Sesame Street.
But she's Begonzo.
She's Begonzo. Like, if she's both Big Bird, who is probably, what's the net worth of Big Bird? It's a lot of bucks.
Next are Addy's short story outfits, starting with her Cape Island dress for $26. Is adorable.
So sweet.
I love how her hair is like back in a ponytail in this. It's super cute. And I love this color in her. Like I said, she looks great in the pinks. Next is Addy's striped dress for $25.
Funky.
I like this.
I adore this. I'm sorry, but like she looks like a hip young lady who opened a pizza business and is like, hi, welcome to the grand opening of Addy's Pizzeria.
Next are Addy's extra items and outfits, starting with Addy's work dress and apron for $20. It's not my favorite. I don't like this outfit. It's not great. Next is Addy's patriotic party dress for $20.
Oh,
she looks beautiful.
She looks like all summertime.
This is so pretty, and it looks so cute on her. And she looks beautiful in red, like we said before.
She looks like the first woman of Sesame Street.
Addy
is both the president and the first lady of Sesame Street. I see Addy at her inauguration of Sesame Street. The year is 1871, and Big Bird is in the audience, and so is Gonzo, except they're just the puppets, just sitting in the chair with no one in them, just empty costume puppets sitting there, and she said, put your hand on the Bible if you want to be inaugurated. And by the way, the person talking is like, that one fairy from Sesame Street, Sherry Berry Fairy or whatever.
She's scary.
I know, and then she says, put your hand on the Bible if you want to be inaugurated. And Addy says, I promise I will serve this street well with all of my sesame seeds in my back pocket. I promise thee. Amen.
Next is Addy's flower picking outfit, or also known as her kite flying outfit, for $28. I love this dress. I love all like the layers, the little ruffle thingies. And I really like it a lot. And it's one of my favorite outfits from her for sure. Next is Addy's African dance outfit of today for $28.
Yeah, I really like this. This is cute, and yep.
Next is Addy's Sunday best.
Oh, that's her Monday best. That's her Tuesday best.
That's her, she has way better. But like, this is the best for Sunday. But Monday, she has so many outfits. She's got to wear other outfits too.
On
Sunday, Addy wears purple. Next is Addy's plaid summer set. And yeah, it's a cute set. Next is Addy's work shoes for $8. And these are like your good old-fashioned black shoes.
Those look like boy ballet shoes. And this shoes, she's a male ballet dancer.
Next is Addy's shoes and socks for $18. Well, it's shoes and socks, and that's good. Next are ribbons for Addy.
We love the ribbons.
And I feel like these are something that is really important for Addy too, because she has a lot of hair to style.
Next is the Addy scenes and setting for $50. We approve. We know this. We love them. We adore them.
So yeah, overall, I would give Addy's collection like an 8.5. Moving on to Addy's story.
Addy, a 9-year-old slave on a North Carolina plantation, wakes up one night in her family's hot cabin and overhears her parents whispering about freedom. Papa is insistent that the family leave the plantation as soon as possible, because nothing is certain in a slave's life. He also can't bear to see his daughter worked so hard anymore. Mama believes it's too dangerous. She thinks their master would not separate the family of hardworking slaves. The next morning, Addy serves lunch to Master Stevens and a guest. She learns that the master is planning on selling Papa and her brother. Addy tries to warn her family, but soon her father and brother are in shackles. Mama will not stay in the plantation with a broken family, and so plans to leave as soon as possible with Addy and head north to Pittsburgh. They must leave Esther, Addy's baby sister, in care of an older slave, as she would be too difficult to care for on the run, and could easily give them away with her crying. Mama and Addy run through the woods by night and hide during the day, encountering obstacles such as wide rivers, thorny bushes, and a camp of Confederate soldiers. During one of their rests, Mama presents Addy with a cowrie shell necklace that belonged to Papa's grandmother, Addy. She was stolen from Africa, and Addy was named after her. After a few nights on the run, Addy and Mama make it to a safe house that they heard about. Addy asks Miss Caroline, the woman living there, to help them, and the woman scowls and tells Addy to go away, as she won't help the soldiers, mistaking her for a boy. Addy sticks her foot in the door and says she's not a boy, taking her hat off to show her braids. Miss Caroline, the elderly white woman who owns the house, gives the runaways a meal, a bath, new clothes, and a bed for the night. She doesn't take the money that Addy offers her, saying that helping them find a new life is thanks enough. Before dawn, Caroline hides Addy and her mother in a wagon and takes them to the coast. They are one step closer to freedom. Addy and her mother arrive in Philadelphia and begin life as free people. Everything is new to them in the big city. Addy is happy. She has a friend for the first time, Sarah, and is learning to read and write. In school, Addy sits next to Harriet. Harriet is smart, wealthy, and popular. She has the life that Addy thought freedom would bring her. Addy hopes to be friends with Sarah and Harriet, but she ends up having to choose between them. Addy knows that Christmas will be hard without Papa, Sam, and Esther. When Addy spots a beautiful red scarf in a second-hand shop, she's determined to save the money and buy it for Mama to brighten her holiday. But when Addy sees the plight of newly free slaves, she's torn. Can she help them and still save the money for Mama's scarf? In the end, Addy's Christmas surprise for Mama is different from what she had planned, and the surprise is that her Papa is with her again, and in the end is better than she even dared to hope for, though her brother was separated from her Papa and his location is unknown. It's springtime in Philadelphia, and Addy and her parents have moved from the Granite into a boarding house. There, Addy finds a wise and inspiring friend, Medir. Like many people who grew up enslaved, Addy does not know when she was born. Medir encourages Addy to claim a special day for her birthday, but no day seems just right. One day, Medir falls ill. When Addy and Sarah take a streetcar to get medicine for her, they face prejudice and danger. Medir helps Addy overcome her anger and hurt and gives her a deeper understanding of freedom. When Addy finally claims a birthday, she has grown in many ways. Her birthday is a special day indeed. The whole city celebrates. Hooray! The Civil War has ended, and Addy's church is having a fair to raise money for the wounded soldiers and their family. But the celebration is almost ruined by a run-in with Harriet. Addy is reunited with her brother Sam, who is now missing his entire left arm because when he was separated from Papa, he joined the Union Army. Addy has begun to give up hope of ever having her family together. Then she gets word that her baby Esther, Aunt Lula, and Uncle Solomon are on their way to Philadelphia. Addy searches the city for them, but the reunion she dreamed is mixed with joy and deep sorrow when she discovers that her sister Esther didn't remember her, but she still has her doll, which she calls Big Sister. She also finds Lola with Esther, though she learns that Solomon died and Lola dies shortly after they reunite before Christmas. Addy prepares for her reading at the Emancipation Celebration. She begins to doubt the words about freedom she's supposed to read. Mama reminds Addy that their family will always be together as long as their love and courage live in her heart. So yeah, that is Addy's story. It is a long one and it's a very important one, I think.
Yeah, I definitely think Addy is one of the strongest characters for sure. I mean, they don't really sugarcoat things.
Yeah, I like that they show the reality of how hard it was for people during this time in history. And it's a very important time for people to understand, and I think it was handled in a respectful manner.
I would give Addy's story
0.5.
So this averages Addy's total score to...
Ouchie. This averages her score out to 8.5, which I feel is about right. I just think that Addy is such a strong historical character